We have a critical election coming, and I have assembled the best team ever to form a slate to contest elections in this country. My team is a team for the times. We understand the issues affecting Vincentians. For the young people, it's full steam. They need a government that has their back. My team is ready to go to the polls. They are ready and eager to get to work for the people. I am eager to get to work as your Prime Minister.
Girl, you shine so bright. In the morning, wake up.
AM Mayhem. Always lit. With SCG's #1, Too Cool Chris. The Empire.
All right. 9 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Hi, boys and girls. How you doing? 9 o'clock in the morning. You know, there's an interesting piece on the, what is it, the Trinidad Express. About, well, anybody has it there? Somebody can give me a read over it?
Well, Seventh Times has
Picked up on the story.
picked up on it.
Right.
HDC probes Gonzalez kin property transactions. The Housing Development Corporation has initiated an internal investigation into the apartment acquisitions of 3 family members of St. Vincent and Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, the Express has learned. HDC Chairman Firoz Khan confirmed that the investigation was launched last week following allegations raised by Government Senator Anil Roberts. You know, I didn't realize he was the guy from Sportsmax.
Is he?
Remember after the Olympics when he started going on about what's the name from St. Lucia? Julian Alfred about cut the backside. Like he was really fiery on Sportsmax. Same guy.
Okay.
He's really good at media. According to documents obtained by the Express, the probe centers on the property acquisitions by Gonzalez's wife, Eloise, son Storm, and daughter Soleil between 2018 and 2020.
But why if it's not like people say, why the agency get involved in that?
Like, my understanding is that it's not the subsidized homes. It was, an open market for anybody to buy.
So that
I think an allegation that's been made is that they were priced below market value or something, but I don't know if that's true.
The other allegation is that the rent to buy.
How many times do we have to do this?
Okay, grumpy grandfather in the Yeah, the one of the things that they seemed to be contentious was the rent to buy. They said that those terms weren't offered to others. So the probe is investigating, and I think they said that the rent to buy was signed 2 days after the Rowley's government or Rowley's former government lost power. So I guess the implication is that they tried to rush it through.
The other issues in the article that are apparently being focused on. The investigation focuses on examining the legitimacy of the applications and the documentation provided, with specific attention to declarations made by Storm Gonzalez. I guess as it relates to like your income.
His income.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
Tax status.
Right.
Etc. Yeah.
Okay. Well, but again, all the kerfuffles now because they're going to sue.
When you hear Prime Minister and I think Storm had suggested that they were looking into taking legal taking legal action against it. Do you buy that?
Nope. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean,
I think legal action makes more things come out, and I think they
they
would
don't
know
want
that.
more things come out.
And I don't think they want more.
They ain't gonna do nothing. That's a front. Obviously, you go public. It's like when partners getting a little plan with the NYPD for jumping a barricade. Oh, I'm gonna sue them. Up to now, nothing.
Right.
Nothing going to come out of this. They ain't going to sue nobody.
Just something
You can remember that?
that's more for the local audience.
Yeah, you can remember that? When Camilo was
Something with the UN here. Apparently, he jumped a
he
police
jumped
barrier.
a barrier to go around in a building, and the police tell him stop, and he didn't stop or something. So, and what they did? They arrested him down to the ground or something. What they did?
Yeah, they.
Said, boy, come
They
here, boy,
arrested
come here.
Which Camilo we talking about?
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Bad boy thing.
Well, no, that wasn't bad boy. The police, there was bad boy. The
I think they're threatened, but I mean, it's not
Nothing come out of that.
The barriers there.
But you know, as always, daddy say, I'm going to sue the sue. Shut up. He ain't sue nobody.
Is it because the sue talk works in some
It works here. It works here.
yeah
Everybody can afford a lawyer.
Remember, you know.
yeah and there's
Remember when
Slightly
you,
different culture in Trinidad.
yeah,
yeah.
when you say them things here, everybody hush up. They pull back in the corner and they ease because nobody want that smoke.
And also there's a feeling that the machinery is
Well, right.
already against you.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
but in Trinidad now, nothing ain't going to come out of that. Nothing.
It'd be interesting if they do it, but
They ain't going to do it.
I'd be surprised if they.
They ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it.
It looks. I mean, regardless of what the reality is, it looks suspicious.
You know what making it even more suspect though? Is that this is just you and I bet you remember the date and what time and then what I said. This will just go away quietly.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
of course.
Quietly. No suit, no nothing. Quietly. This will just be the demise of it.
I think
The only way it goes to another level is if Trinidad takes it there.
Oh no, or if Storm go and open him out like he normally does and provoke something.
Nah, I don't think they're touching that.
But this goes away quietly.
I think there's the Gonzales have to be careful though, because they're talking about, if you read the Trinidad Express article, it says that the PM, and we've heard him say that there are UNC-backed business people on the ground looking to do blah, 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 right? And according to Anil Roberts, he's like, that's not true. Right? We have no interest in getting involved in your political process. And we could verify that because we ourselves had contacted the same Anil Roberts.
Yeah, and he said so.
And he said, look, he doesn't want to come on radio
That's not his fight.
because he doesn't want to get involved in the political process, right?
That's not his fight. He
Right.
said the only way you will get into it is if blah blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah.
So you know, we have conversations with him where he's already said that he doesn't even want to just stick to HDC stuff on radio
just
here
don't wanna be involved.
because it would be construed as being political.
Yeah, and he said that.
And he said it wasn't political. He didn't want to get involved in the politics of it, of St. Vincent. So I think the PM has to be a little bit careful, I think. You know, it's all very well. You say things for your domestic audience, for your
Right.
domestic rallies and things. But you don't want to provoke them either.
Don't be poking the bear.
Yeah, because Trinidad different as well.
Yeah, and when the bear grows, it bites.
You know what I mean? The UNC
That cabal ain't easy.
ain't gonna be so easy. They're not gonna roll over for anybody here.
But why is the PM starting up that thing again?
Because I find it amazing, right? It's a real kind of I keep telling you,
What
right?
he start back up again?
These allegations of foreigners are
gonna
coming
come
in to
in
buy
and
land
NDP gonna
and
sell
take
us
away
out to
this.
foreigners.
Right.
Because
It's gone from the Chinese now to the Chinese.
Because there's nothing else to say.
No, it's not that. I've told you before, right? The PM is very Freudian when he speaks. I think quite often when he accuses you of doing something, it's actually what he's doing. So it's a deflection, right? But because it's on his mind and maybe he feels a need to cover it up or to play it down. Because look, just in the last few months, we've heard Sandals bought X amount of acres. We've heard the guys in Palm Island We've heard him talking about the getting rid of Pignataro and selling it to somebody. And there's somebody that seems to be on the radar talking about changing the governance laws of Canawan.
Canawan, yeah.
I mean, it's very kind of
What he says is the NDP
what he
will come and
accuses
do.
the others of is actually what he's doing himself. And to me, in my mind, it's more of a deflection. He's trying to cover up the fact. So he's accusing others of what he himself is either doing or planning to do.
I listened to a little bit of his speech last night in what was that? I can't remember where they had it.
Sandy Bay, I think.
No, it wasn't that far out. I think it was South Windward. Maybe, wherever it was.
Mhm.
And he was still going on and on about this Chinese coming into
Right.
to the
It's deflection. It's
to-
deflection for if you've just sold land to Sandals, you've just sold the Palm Island thing. You've spoken about getting rid of the guy in Canawan, and some other dude jumps up and says, "But we're going to have to look at changing the governance laws of Canawan." Then you have the waste thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it would appear that you don't have any problem with selling land to foreigners.
Yeah.
So it's
Plus, whatever relationship we have with Taiwan seems to be exactly what would probably happen with Chinese. If I don't know, that,
Yeah.
and the NDP haven't said that they're gonna go to
Right.
China.
I think it's just a cover up. It's like a fear to create a degree of fear.
Still working?
It's politics. Eh?
Still, still works, or
I don't know.
Chris?
The fearmongering,
Yeah.
it works.
As
you think?
much as it did before.
I wouldn't say as much as it did before, but it works. It works.
But he himself contradicts it constantly.
Yeah.
I don't think any logic.
Oh yeah, Afro. You have an Afro growing there, boy.
Yeah. Let's update it.
Locks.
Yeah. What the please on there, really?
If we get 1,000 likes, we want to get a picture of that head, everybody. What about non-thinking people though? Like not necessarily that they're not intelligent, but they're
Just partisan.
no, they're just not studying. They're just it's just
Not aware.
are they taken in by that?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Man, to me, them things are so dated. And
Yeah,
you know,
I think it probably works a
outdated.
couple times.
It works a couple
But
times.
he's
yeah.
already used that
You
card,
use up the get out of jail free card already.
and I'm not sure if it's as effective this time around.
I was telling somebody last night, right, if I were the ULP campaign manager, I would. When I watch their rallies, right? I mean, they're slick and they're well presented and all that kind of thing. But I think they need some pizzazz, something different.
You know, I think they need Julian.
No, I don't even think it's that. I'm thinking it's more of, you know, sometimes you do things and it works. So therefore you do it again and it works. And then you do it again and it works, right? But each time it's a little bit less effective. It's a little bit less impactful because I've already seen it.
Seen it before.
Yeah.
It's almost like they need a kind of almost like a completely,
A 360.
a complete kind of revamp of the whole. I don't know. I feel like I'm not criticizing it because it's you know their shows are slick, they're well produced and everything, but I feel like in terms of I feel like in terms of the impact could be much greater if they just tweaked it a little bit and added some new elements to it. It's too.
And stop with the angry bashing.
No, I'm not even on about that because I mean, you're gonna get. I'm talking like the look and feel of it. It's like I know your theme is red, right? So red is, but it just looks like it needs like it needs to be reimagined. Like the NDP one is working only because, and I'm not sure the NDP is any slicker than the ULP, but the NDPs never used to be that slick.
Yeah.
So
The step up, the step up.
it looks
Yeah.
like it's taken a step up.
Yeah, step up.
Whereas the ULP thing is may actually be at a higher level, but it's constant. It hasn't. It needs like some evolution to it.
Yeah. You just try the water and them grass there, man. The grass stunted.
No, it needs like somebody to say, you know what? We need to be bold here. We've done this.
Julian.
We've done this and we've done this. We need to just scrap this and do something
They're different.
brand new.
Julian.
Reimagine it. If we started with a clean sheet of paper, how would we do it?
Julian.
Right? If money wasn't an object, how would we do it?
Julian. It's missing Julian.
It may be Julian, or it may be just
a different strategist.
Yeah, just somebody to say, look, we are deliberately going to shake up what we've done in the past.
Hey,
right?
I get all that, but only one name coming to mind.
If you watch like a Coachella stage, and they like last time I watched it, they brought in these curved like wave-like screens. Like, so imagine you have a huge stage and then you got these curving screens. They're just like, it's mad. So when you look at it, regardless if you have the same artist on the stage, you look at it and say, wow, that's different.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that before.
The
presentation needs like some wow factor to it.
I get that, but
they do need an entire revamp, a reboot, a refresh, probably even a different strategy. Because like I've been saying, they're coming across very angry as well. And if you're trying to get undecideds, and even people from the other side to switch over, the last thing I want is to hear you bashing the side that I might be potentially supporting.
Well, I think parties though, I think that's part of the political process.
No, but that's 90% of the messaging.
I want to hear them light people up. I mean, let me not be too
but 90%
too
of the
puritanical.
messaging.
Maybe too much. But I'm not even studying that part. I study in the actual. When I look at it, I feel like I should be seeing something brand new for the first time.
All right, take a focus.
Hey, morning.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things that you haven't realized. The standards of Vincent have been elevated with education. At 97 Max Rock, other people telling them it could be better for all. It's already something to the same people in 2001. It's different now because they go to inclusion, they see the standard of living over there. They go near they see the standard of living over there.
Right.
And the approach of ULP is still back in 2001 because today, Clark Center. The practice is not holding people who have food on the table. People who have lots of items in work. So that old school thing is working again, basically.
Yeah.
Listen, man. As with most things, you're there long enough, it just becomes
Routine.
routine.
If you watch like Ultra, for example, or any of those mega festivals, right? Each and every time, each and every year, they're completely fresh. You're like, why? Where'd that come from? You know what I mean?
And them things you used last year, they just in a storeroom.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do it that way. I could use them.
It's almost like, you need to go and book one of them teams and just say, look, bring down your containers. We just want to go different.
Yeah.
I like this comment. Jagger, you read it.
You like this comment? I must read it.
Yeah. So,
All right. Truman says, look, the one thing they need is what they don't have. They needed a good track record to brag of. And there's nothing. Not education, not healthcare, not road infrastructure.
You're talking the politics of it. I'm not studying that. I'm studying the optics of a presenting a rally. Yeah. Anyway, when we come back.
Yeah.
Julian. Listen, Julian.
Switch back.